Start this bulletin with something that is of interest to you, to me, and it affects us all. Gold and silver has been on the bull run since the last year, with the trend showing no signs of slowdown in 2026 as well. Both precious metals, gold and silver, have given stellar returns lately. Gold and silver prices traded near record highs today as US-Europe trade wars fear escalated after US President Donald Trump's push to take over Greenland. In the domestic markets today, MCX gold price rallied over 1.5%, while MCX silver price jumped more than 2%. Gold prices opened higher at 1,45,775 per 10 grams level, as against its previous close of rupees 1,45,639 level. MCX gold rate hit a record high of 1,47,996 level. MCX silver rate opened higher at 3,06,499 per kg level, as against its previous close of 3,10,275. However, silver prices bounced back and scaled a new peak of 3,19,400. I beg your pardon, 949 per kg level. With that, let's take a look at the prices of gold as well as silver. And let's go to the big wall and tell you a little bit about it, because like I said, gold and silver affects us all. It's something that you and I both have interest in. We all want to buy it. Let's go to the big wall over there and garner an understanding on what it is that we know at this point in time. Of course, the information flashing there on your screens. Comparison between 20th Jan 2026 and 19 Jan 2026 as far as gold prices are concerned. 20th Jan, we're looking at 14,852 as compared to 14,639. So you can already see that jump in a matter of one day as far as 24 karat gold is concerned. 22 karat gold, 13,615 today as compared to 13,420, which is what we saw yesterday. So you can see, of course, an increase by 190 rupees over there. 11,143 for 18 karat gold, which was yesterday at 10,983. So like I said, wherever you see a jump. Let's go to the next plate, please. All right. As far as the comparison between today and last week is concerned, the numbers, of course, for today flashing over here. And let's take a look at that jump over there. 14,268 was the price for gold on 13 January 2026. So, of course, an immediate jump by 600 rupees is what we're witnessing as far as 24 karat gold is concerned. 22 karat gold, 13,080. The jump, of course, reflecting right on your screens, 13,615. So, like I said, another jump over here. 10,705 as far as 18 karat gold is concerned, 11,143. So, of course, like you can see, the jump over there as far as gold prices are concerned in the past 1 week. But let's put that to the test as far as 1 month is concerned. 20th December 2025, 24 karat gold, you could purchase it at 13,433. Today, of course, that number stands at 14,852. 22 karat gold, 20th December 2025, 12,315. Now, as it stands, is 13,615. 18 karat gold, 10,079. Today, the number is as follows, 11,143. So, of course, a massive jump in the last month. But, viewers, these are the numbers that matter. How has the picture changed in the last 1 year? The numbers, of course, flashing on your screens. 24th November 2024, the number was 18,138 for 24 karat gold per gram. 14,852 is the number that we see today. 7,465 for 22 karat gold, 13,615. So, like I said, you can almost see that jump by X2 as we speak. 6,108 for 18 carats of gold, 11,143 as the number stands today. So, of course, these numbers matter. The picture that we've put together in the past week, in the past month, in the past year matters. And on that note, let's also tell you about silver and how the price has jumped. Between yesterday and today, it was 305 rupees yesterday. Today it's at 320. So immediately you see that number jumping. On 19th, 1 kg of gold is 3,05,000. Today that number has jumped by 15,000, which is at 3,20,000. So of course, between today and yesterday, especially as far as 1 kg gold is concerned, you see that automatic jump over there. Now today and last week is another picture altogether. So for 1 gram of gold on 13 January, you had to pay 275 rupees as opposed to what you have to pay today, which is 320. For 1 kg of gold, you would have had to pay 2,75,000 1 week ago, and that number has automatically jumped to 3,20,000 just in a matter of 1 week. Let's put out some more information on our screens to put some more perspective in place. 20th December, which is of course 1 month ago, 1 gram of gold was 214 rupees. That number of course has jumped by over 100 rupees, which now stands at 320. On 20th December 2025, 1 kg of silver, I beg your pardon, was 2,14,000. That number has of course jumped and made a big jump for that matter to 3,20,000 as we speak. These are facts and figures that impact you, me and everyone else. But here's some more information that's going to be of great interest to you. How has the picture changed in the past 1 year? 20th January 2025, you had to pay only 96.5 rupees to get 1 gram of silver, which of course, like I've been telling you, is 320 rupees today. On 20th January 2025, if you wanted 1 kg of silver, you had to pay 96,500 rupees. And today, that number has jumped to 3,20,000. These are not just numbers. This is a jump and it matters. We're in fact going to go back and have a very interesting conversation with our guest who's joining us at this point in time, Dr. Sharad Kohli, senior economist with us on the broadcast. So thank you for your time speaking to us on NewsX. We've given out the information how the prices of silver have surged, how the prices of gold have also surged over the past 1 year. But I'd like to understand from you, because geopolitically speaking, it's not looking the best at this point in time. Will gold and silver prices continue to climb to new heights in your assessment?
Good evening, Asavri, to you and NewsX viewers. In fact, an evening filled with gold and silver, all-time highs for both the metals. I think all the factors, Asavri, which drive it up, they seem to be in favor. And I think people who made money from gold and silver in the last 1 year, the numbers which you were just describing on the board, I think they have one person to thank, which is President Trump of United States of America. Because all the policies, geo-economic and geopolitical flutter that he's caused around the world is making the uncertainties and instabilities in the world reach their peak. And this is what is making gold, and particularly gold for that matter, silver of course follows a different trajectory sometimes because it's got industrial demand also. But coming back to gold, this is what makes gold shine, because investors in gold do not like, uncertainties, do not like instability. It becomes a risk hedge. And I think President Trump, what he's done is the recent surge. I think he knows the formula as to how to make enemies out of friends. Well, Europe was one of the dearest friends of America in NATO. Everything that America used to say, NATO used to agree, or European Union used to agree. But now, because of his Greenland aspirations, I think the European nations have stood up, and they have even posted their military in Greenland in a symbolic manner, that in case America tries to do anything by force, it has its military there. So that is not helping the cause. It is causing more geopolitical uncertainty, that this is not just breaking NATO, but it is also exposing the world to the risk of world war. So I think this is not very good. Add to that his economic policies of tariff. He's threatened tariffs on countries supporting Greenland. He's threatened tariffs on people not joining the Gaza Peace Board. I think he's trying to force his way. He's trying to bully around the world, which is also causing a lot of uncertainty as far as geoeconomics is concerned. Well, all this is music for gold and silver, and you see it shining in this manner. In the times to come, Asavri, I really don't see President Trump, going back in any way. He's turning 80 this year, and I think his aspirations to remain as president, even for a third term, even though the American Constitution does not allow more than 2 terms, he's quite capable of amending the Constitution and making sure that somehow, and he might even cancel the midterm polls in US, which will cause more flutter. So more happenings on this front will propel the prices. So I really don't see the prices subsiding, although you will have intermittent profit booking because there is a lot of speculation which happens in gold and silver prices in the commodity exchanges where physical gold is not exchanged, the contracts are traded. So that causes a lot of volatility. So occasionally when you see heavy profit booking and corrections of $4-5, or in gold, let's say correction of $20, $30, $40 at one go, that is because of profit booking on the derivative exchange. But overall, the undertone of both the metals, considering the global situation, is looking very, very bullish, Asabri, at this point of time.
Right, absolutely. So, of course, it's good news for us to know from economists such as you that we have to take a look at this from an optimistic point of view. But I'd also like to understand from you, because this is what it boils down to. What should the common person do? Should they buy gold and silver? Should they, should they sell their gold and silver? What is the advice?
Well, buying and selling advice, Asabri, we are discussing an analysis of the global situation. Ideally, investment advice should be taken from an investment or financial advisor around the person. But then making a general opinion, I would say that any long-term investment in gold and silver, if you're investing for 2 to 5 years, buy in smaller lots. Do by way of SIP. SIP doesn't mean SIP in mutual funds, but split your total investable fund into smaller lots and buy every time there is a correction and stay there for a long time. Do not become a trader when you've come to the market as an investor. That's my advice to people, that if you're staying for long term, this train you haven't missed the train. FOMO, I would say, forget the FOMO. Stay invested for 2 to 5 years and you will see gold and silver, the way things are turning out, at least till President Trump is in presidency till 2028. If he remains there in office for that long, I think gold and silver will have their dream run, which is going to continue in the times to come, Masavri. That's what I foresee. Although they say it's very difficult to predict these prices and one should always be careful. So the best way is to keep a watch on the factors, keep a watch on geopolitics, keep a watch on geoeconomics, keep a watch on US dollar, keep a watch on how central banks are behaving in terms of stocking up gold especially, and keep a watch on how silver market, where there's a lot of industrial demand on solar battery, AI data equipment, electric vehicles, the demand for these products is increasing every day. And there are some countries who are hoarding silver. It has been declared as a rare earth metal. So I think if you keep a watch on all these factors, you might be able to predict it yourself, Asabri.
All right, sir. With